Welcome to the How Did Show, where interesting people answer the questions, how did I get here? And how in the hell did I get here? With your host, Donovan Corneets.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me for another great episode of the How Did Show. And we have a really special one for you today. I'm really pleased to have this guest here. And let's just jump right into it. Let me tell you a little bit about who we have joining us today. So my guest is an award-winning American actress, filmmaker, singer, author, and youth mentor. Now, after a time in theater, working the stage for drama and things of that nature, she started landing roles in films like The Secret Life of Bees, Tyler Perry's Meet the Browns, Army Wives, Ride Along, and more. Now, on the television side, she's been in BounceTV's #1 show, Saints and Sinners, Fox's Star, and BET's Angrily, Ever After, among a lot of others. Now, if that wasn't all enough, she also mentors young actors using her great book, Your Audition. So y'all, show some love for my guest today, Jasmine Burke. What's up? Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my goodness, thank you for being here. How are you doing today?
I'm wonderful. It's working hard, getting ready for a new project, ending one project, beginning another one, and writing
Booked
a lot.
And busy.
Yes.
Love
It feels good. So I'm just looking forward to what's ahead.
I love it. Well, look, what's ahead right now is this show, the How Did Show. So we're going to jump right into this. And since it is the How Did Show, the first question is you answering, how did I get here? So let the wonderful people know, how did you get here?
How did I get here being a working actor was just never giving up, never giving up. Even when I felt like I wanted to, there were so many times where the phone wasn't ringing. I didn't know where my next project was coming from. And it just felt very isolating. And it was a time where you really have to rely on something bigger than yourself, because, not being able to control the situation and feeling like you're just being tossed back and forth in it, you could feel like you don't have control over your own life. But I just remember, I endured through those moments, and pretty soon the sun did come out. An opportunity did come along. God reminded me that he is in control. And even when moments like that happened again, because they don't go away, they keep happening, throughout life. Every level you go to, every phase, there's new challenges on every level. And so when those times would come up again, I would remember the last time that I was in a dark place and felt hopeless. And I remember how it didn't last long. Right. And I kept holding on to that, and it would get me through. And pretty soon the sun would come out on that. So it's just, realizing that how I got here is just realizing it's a cycle. And once I realized it's a cycle, and I learned, how to really persevere through the cycle, the rough patches in a cycle, it just made my life open up so much more and make everything bearable and understandable. And that's really how I got here.
So why, and that's by the way, that's fantastic. Why acting? Like, what got you interested in acting in the first place?
Well, acting has always been, I don't remember my life without it, quite honestly. Like, I don't remember a life without being on the stage performing. And when I started, I was a child, and there was no child star, anything about it. It was just me being a kid, naturally gravitating towards performance and acting out and being energetic and expressive. And once I got into theater in middle school, I really found an outlet for all my creativity. And it all made sense, like why I had the creativity in the first place. And I felt like I had found where I belong, and then from there, I just kept at it, so acting really, I feel like we chose each other.
Okay, I like it. I didn't choose acting. Acting chose me. I like it. I like it. So obviously you've had experience in theater, you've had experience in TV, you've had experience in film. What would you say is like the biggest if you can point to like one or two things, like this, the difference that sets theater apart from TV, or theater from movies, or TV from movies, and so on and so forth.
The biggest difference between stage and film and television is that stage is in the moment.
Right.
There isn't a take one, take two.
Yeah, exactly. No do-overs.
You just go back. There's no do-overs. Like once you're on that stage, you roll with it. It teaches, it's a great classroom for spontaneity and learning how to roll through your mistakes and not let your mistakes trip you up. You know, because all those people are watching and you can't stop the show. You have to keep going, and there's a rhythm and a pace. Your other actors are relying on you. So it's really that like training for being in the moment. And film and television, it's rehearsed. You know, we get a chance to rehearse and read through. What we do on stage too, we rehearse it before we bring it to the stage. But once it's performance time, it's go time. In film and television, whatever you rehearse, like if you make a mistake or something, they can cut and we could do another take. Yeah. Even though you don't want to get into habits of that. But yeah.
Absolutely true.
It happens and you have that luxury to do it again, you know, and hopefully do it differently and better.
Yeah. And I mean, I actually have, even though like right now my experience is in voiceover. That's what I do as my main thing, still in acting, but I have done stuff on stage. I have done live events and hosting. And I tell you, it's interesting, like you said, with theater, when it's the live event and there are no do-overs, it's kind of a different pressure that's on you. You're like, all right, like you said, other people are depending on you for their cues. And if you mess up, then it's going to mess them up and you just got to roll with it. So do you feel like that's something you kind of thrived in, that pressure of there's just one take, there's one shot at this?
Oh, yes, absolutely. It is nerve-wracking at first, but then you learn how to kind of harness it.
There you go, and use it for your advantage.
Yeah. You have to, or else it will take you over.
Absolutely, because then you see people that are like just freeze and like, and it smells like line.
And I'm definitely frozen, and that's how I know the difference.
Yeah, that's a weird feeling when you just freeze, like, I don't remember anything we just rehearsed for the last 6 months. It's completely gone. Oh, and then you get that line. It's like, all right, we're back. So with everything that you've experienced, right, with all the different genres, is there something that you know now that you wish you knew when you started, especially like in TV and making that transition to TV and film? Is there something that you wish you knew then that would have made your ride a little bit easier?
That relationships are really important, and you can be very talented, and that's great. But relationships are how you continue to grow.
Message. Absolutely true. Relationships are everything.
Yes, they are. You know, a lot of the work I get is from people who've worked with me before. They call, you know, those relationships are built. You know, people like to work with people who they like working with. There's nothing wrong with that. Yep. You know, you feel a good synergy with somebody and they were easy to work with and you got what you needed from them and it was cool. You gonna want to work with them again.
Absolutely. You know? It makes the process easier. You don't have to like go through the whole thing. Like, look, she's cool. She's great. She's on time. She's dependable. Let's get her in here.
Yeah, people love that, you know, because it's time and money in this business. And,
absolutely,
you know, people are budgeting. And I know that because I'm behind the scenes, you know, as an executive producer of movies and different projects that I'm a part of, and just seeing the behind the curtain of it, it's time and money. It's like when you're choosing people to work with, you're putting a dollar amount on them, and you're putting that dollar amount on the expectation you have from them. So it's like you want to make sure that people can expect the best from you, and your dollar amount will keep sustaining and growing.
Okay. I have never heard it put that way. You just blew my mind with the dollar amount on people's expectation of you.
Yes.
But damn, that could be like probably be a long t-shirt, but damn, that could be on a t-shirt. Like, that's incredible. I never thought about it that way. So boom, gem dropped. All right. So really quick, my last question for you for this first half of the show is to get a little bit more of a fun question. What is your favorite item from craft services? Like, you know, you've been on a lot of sets And I know like craft services, sometimes you're like, really? That's what we got? And then other times you're like, gee, okay. So what has been like your favorite thing on a craft services table or area?
As long as they have a hot tea station, they are good with me.
Hot tea?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Okay.
I like to drink hot tea all throughout the day.
Okay.
And so when they have a hot tea section, they're good with me.
Oh, okay. So you don't need all the fancy ice sculptures and sandwiches handmade by angels or nothing. I just need some hot tea. So what's your go-to hot tea?
I like to stay light on my feet because so much going on. I was like, I want to stay light on my feet, you know. So I don't
good point.
Now, don't get me wrong. When it's time to go home, you don't want to speak. I literally, as I'm working with a production, like the crafty, they'll get to know me. They'll have my grocery bag ready for me when I wrap that night.
There you go.
With all the goodies, I'll go over like, I want that, I want that, I want that. It's like I'm at the convenience at the bodega. I'm like, oh, yeah, let me get those Oreos, let me get those Cheetos to go. Be able to just rail. I need
put that in the bag too. Yep, that too. Put that in the bag. Come on,
put it in the bag. They'll have me a little bag ready to go home. Okay,
but during
the day, I'm just kind of light on my feet.
What's your go-to tea? Like, what's your favorite hot tea?
Green.
Oh, just like straight up green tea. Do you put anything else? See, now we're getting into the deep stuff. What do you put in your tea? Is it just like honey? Are you like sweetener? What's your preference for the tea connoisseurs?
I am a tea connoisseur. I'm a tea lover. I'm a tea fanatic. Okay. And I love some honey and some lemon juice or lime juice.
So you have one of those like tea press, like fancy Teavana type things.
I have some tea gadgets.
Okay, she goes all in. I like it.
I have some tea gadgets. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Well, thank you so much for that. And seriously, like everything that I asked you, hearing the statement of there's a dollar amount placed on expectations of you, like that is really key, because I think sometimes people don't realize that how important it is to meet and exceed expectations. And even if you don't think there are expectations, like there are, like they know, they trusted you with this process. The writer trusted you, the producers trust you, the executive producers trust you, and you got to deliver on. There's like an unwritten promise that you're going to be what you said you could be. And if you're not that, you're wasting time, you're wasting money, and you're ruining that expectation. So whew, almost got chills when you said that. That's deep.
Yeah, money is not easy to come by, period. And especially in this business, like I said, you know, I'm executive producing films, and, you know, just seeing how hard people work to get money together to make projects. And from the indie level all the way to the huge Marvel studio levels.
Like funding is no joke.
Even for the huge Marvel studios, they have to maneuver to get the money up for those projects too. They're just doing it at a higher level, but they are still moving around raising money too.
Absolutely.
And you know, so money is not easy to come by. So when people say they put that dollar sign on you because they expect that, that's huge.
Yeah, that's a culmination of tons of hard work to get you on that set. So you better deliver. Love it.
Absolutely. For yourself, even. For yourself, even, because like I tell you, I used to go approach the project wanting to make everyone happy on the project. Like, I want to make my director happy. I want to make my producers happy. I want to make my cast feel proud to work with me. Like and I felt this immense pressure, and I wasn't enjoying being an artist. And then I had to start flipping that around mentally. Yeah. And like, no. I'm showing up to do my best for me because I know I'm good for it. Like, I know I can do this. So I'm doing this for me. I really want to show myself when I leave here today. I really want to pat my own self on the back. I really want to be like, woo, girl, you did that.
Killed that.
Girl, you put your foot in them lines today, girl.
Another one. Let's go. There you go. I love it. No, that's really great. And if you thrive and are confident in your excellence, like other people are going to notice that, right? They're going to vibe off that energy. So look at that. You just gems dropped all across. So yes, no, thank you so much for that. That's really helpful. And like, I'm sure somebody should get some really great information out of that because that's huge. But now we're going to get a little silly and we're going to spin
the wheel of what?
So we're going to take this bad boy out right here. All right. So I'm going to spin this and whatever it lands on, you got to answer. Okay.
All right.
All right. Let's do this.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hidden talent. We're going to spin again.
Come on. Mama needs some new shoes. Come on.
10 years. Okay. So 10 years. All right. I guess this question isn't that silly, but so 10 years. So you have to choose. Okay. You have to choose between two really difficult choices. Number one, you can go back to being 10 years old, but you get to keep all of your memories that you have now. So you know everything you know now. It's just you got to go back to being 10 years old. You're going back in time. You got to relive it all. Or you get $10 million right now. Which one do you choose and why?
Oh, I'm getting $10 million right now. Let's go.
10 mil now? Oh my goodness.
Let's
So
go.
you don't want to relive it and you know about Google coming, you know about Bitcoin coming, you know about Tesla coming, Apple coming. Don't care.
I mean, no, I do care.
She's like, yeah, whatever. Give me my 10 million right now. You could be the richest person on the planet, but you just got to start from 10 years old.
I mean, I didn't think about it like that. I didn't think about it. I just was like,
deep. You got to go to the
I didn't dig that deep at all. I heard 10 million. I was like, pew.
Right to 10 million. I feel you. So does that change your perspective any, or you still want that 10 million now? It makes it a little bit more difficult, or
I'm thinking it's making me think about it.
There you go.
If I had known about Apple coming, would I have done anything about it?
Well, the thing is that you know about. So that's what I'm saying. You have your adult memories. You just got to relive it from 10 years old. So you know about investing, you know about all of this stuff. It's just not there yet. And you got to live until it gets there. I guess like you just got to stay alive, baby. Don't die. And you can be the richest person in the world. And you got to relive your childhood from 10 years old.
No, I'm good. No, I don't want to relive anything. I just want to move on.
They're like, oh, that one person that bullied me in middle school, forget that. I'm getting my 10 million. Okay. You know what?
Time to go. Knowing what I know now, and you put 10 million in my hand right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm good.
You're good. Okay. I feel you. All right. Well, you know what? It's an honest answer. I can appreciate that. I respect that. Well, thank you for playing along with that. And so now we come to the second half of the show, which is you answering the question, how in the hell did I get here? So this is a story about, something that maybe happened that you were a part of, that kind of threw you and made you say, man, how the hell did I get here? Or something that was crazy, wild, or maybe even inspirational. So what is your answer to how in the hell did I get here? Still thinking?
Wait, no. Okay, I got one. Okay. So how in hell did I become a director?
Okay.
Going from being an actor to a writer, director, producer. Well, I was very fascinated I noticed when I was on set filming with Tyler Perry at his very first
name
studio.
Drop. I love it.
On Krog Street, the very first one. It wasn't even finished being built yet, and we were filming Meet the Browns. And I remember just being so fascinated that was my first television credit as well. Okay. And I remember being so fascinated with the behind the scenes process. Like I was there, yes, doing my acting job, but I was so fascinated with the executive producers and the writers and just seeing them sitting in those chairs behind the camera, like watching everything and consulting with each other and making decisions. And I just was like, wow, like I was so fascinated with the people that make the decisions.
Right.
And from there, my fascination and curiosity grew, and I wrote my first film like a year later and directed my first film and produced my first film. I realized that through that curiosity was really showing me a pathway to another part of my purpose. And so how the hell did I end up going from being an actor and now writer, producer, director is curiosity.
Yeah.
Well,
Good.
I followed curiosity, and it opened the door for possibilities for my career.
And you just ran through those doors full speed.
Full speed.
I love it. So when you were doing Meet the Browns, was that like the TBS era, like before BET? Because
yes, that was TBS
you
era.
ready? Little connection. I was actually the voice of that. Meet the Browns on TBS. Very funny. So that was me. I did that. So I did House of Pain and I did Meet the Browns on TBS. I was the promo voice.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Hey. She knows me now.
Yes, I know your voice. That is so cool.
I didn't realize we had that connection. Look at that.
6 degrees.
No, that's really cool. All right. I'm going to sneak in another question I just thought of. Dream role or dream project to direct? Which, like, what is the answer to either of those?
Dream role, dream project to direct. A huge action movie.
What? Okay. I like it.
I love Star Wars, and I'm such a Star Wars fan and supporter. It would be really cool to star in a Star Wars franchise,
okay,
and or direct a Star Wars franchise
so
one day.
Something Star Wars you want in.
Count me in, coach. Let's go.
I love it. Cannot say that I was expecting Star Wars, but I love it. I think that's dope. So you trying to swing the lightsaber around, huh? Trying to
have to.
Okay. Like, love it.
You are one with the Force.
Oh my goodness. I love it. On How Did Show You Are. Did I do that right? Anyway, try to get my Yoda on. No, that's a really dope story. And I love that because I'm sure you've been around a lot of people, and obviously, there's nothing wrong with it. But when you have people that are kind of like role players and they're kind of like satisfied with that, and then other people that are like, okay, yeah, this is cool for now, but I'm building towards something bigger. I have dreams of something bigger. So to like, some people might be like, you know what? I'm on camera. I'm on set. I actually have a credit. I'm here. Like, this is good. This is it. And then someone like yourself is like, no, this is great. Don't get me wrong, but I'd like to produce, but I'd like to direct, but you know what I mean? So that's really amazing. And you know what? Round of applause to you. Kudos for seeing bigger things, and not just seeing it, but I don't know if you know this, but you're like doing it. So
yes, I can't believe it sometimes too. It's like, how the hell did I get here doing that? Sometimes I can't believe it.
Just pinch yourself moments, right?
I just be like, I forget that I'm like doing the things that I really see in my mind. And I really snatch the things I see in my mind out and I put them into reality. And I just have this thing about me where I'm just like, why not me? Like, why can't I make it happen? Like, okay, absolutely. I don't know all the answers, but I'm just going to get started and see where it takes. Yeah. And I've always, even if it didn't work out or not work out, but even if things didn't go exactly to my end goal expectation, right. I still got something out of just going.
Yeah, you got experience, you got knowledge, the relationships. So look at that. Much. It's never a loss. Learn.
Never.
Well, thank you so much for all of that. That was incredible. And again, thank you for being on the show. But we got to let people know, like, what you got going on. And on top of everything, you're right in front of that display for your book. So go ahead. This is your plug time. Plug it up, Jasmine.
Yes, everyone. This is my book, Work Your Audition, Motivation and Techniques to Help Actors Do What? Book the job. Booking it. That's what we want to do. We get into this business, anything we do in life, we want to achieve it. That's why we're doing it. But it takes tools, they're like with you even being a voiceover artist, I'm pretty sure there were different tools that you had to invest in. Absolutely. Or, just different things that you had to become aware of, like how to use your voice, different ways. You have to have tools to book acting jobs. Acting is a
absolutely.
gift. Like if you feel it, you feel like you can express different emotions very naturally. Okay, you're an actor, but then how do you manipulate your gift? And those are the tools that I'm teaching in Work Your Audition, is tools that I picked up along the way to manipulate my auditions, which is the gateway to the jobs,
Right.
to acting jobs. Well, I mean, any job really, because if you think about it, you interview for corporate America, you go
That's an
in
audition.
and
Yep.
that's an audition.
Yep.
Just actors have to do it on a daily, weekly basis.
Yeah, that's what I got to do every day too. I got to submit voiceover auditions all the time. I always say voice, like getting the work is the work. Like once you book it, like that's the part you would do for free, but you don't because you didn't work your ass off to get there. But like that's the grind, is the auditioning and the networking and the stuff. But when you actually are hearing action or go ahead on take 2 or whatever, that's when you're like, this is what it was all about, getting here. And then when the check shows up, that's dope too.
yeah, that's very nice, very nice.
So what else you got going
my
on?
book Work Your Audition is available on Amazon.
Even
if you're not an actor, somebody that wants to be gifted to them. The greatest way to support people is to invest in their gift, and this is an investment in somebody's gift. So
look at that. Help your loved ones with their gift. Work Your Audition.
You got the receipt. They can never say you didn't support her.
Yeah,
they can
you never
say
helped me. I was on my own. They can
never say you wasn't on the court bouncing balls, because all you gonna be like, do you remember I bought you that book?
I got the receipt. I took a screenshot. Look at me holding the book.
Helped you. I always believed in you.
I did. I was there for the beginning.
So yeah, I'm excited about continuing to workshop my book, and get it out there to people. Available on Amazon, and you can follow me at THE Jasmine Burke, at the Jasmine Burke, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And I'm about to fly to Belize and shoot a very cool movie, so I can't wait to bring that back to the States and to the world.
Okay, time out. You done dropped Tyler Perry. All right, fine, I get it, but you're not about to just flex. I'm about to go to Belize. You can't just drop that in all casual. Like, oh my goodness. You see this? This is ridiculous. I love it. I love to see people thriving in their gift. I love to see it, even if I'm a little bit jealous. I've never been to Belize, but whatever. It's all good. It sounds like it'll be amazing. Like, I don't care. Like, look, if they need somebody to help out, y'all need somebody in Belize to like pick up banana peels, like hit me up. But no, that's really great.
Come join us.
And you got like Saints and Sinners. I'm sure people could see you in that as well.
Yes, Saints and Sinners. We're in season 6, and it's been an incredible 6 years, 6 seasons.
Love it.
It's amazing. It's been an incredible ride. So I just love sharing the drama every Sunday with our fans, who I love. And there's some other stuff coming out too. There's a Christmas movie called Holiday coming out later. There's a TV show I'm in coming out called Terror Late Drive 2. That'll be on All Black. And then some other projects. So God is good,
I love it. I love it. And I'm sure there's some other stuff that's under NDA, so you can't even talk about it yet. So it's all good.
But let me tell you this though. The name of the movie I'm shooting in Belize, I'm also executive producing it. It's entitled Let Us Make Eve. And it is fun. It's a phenomenal thriller. The story is it's creme de la creme. I'm so excited about this movie.
I'm feeling like there's room for a voice in that movie. I'm just saying, I'm gonna make that happen. An announcer over the loudspeaker or something.
See what we can do for the trailer, okay?
Yeah, there we go. All right, we'll talk. Have your people call my people. Work it out. But thank you so much for being on the How Did Show. I hope you had a good time. I had fun talking to you.
I had a lot of fun. This is a cool show. I like it.
Awesome. Y'all heard it. But thank you so much. And thank you everyone for watching. Make sure you check out everything Jasmine has going on. And I will see you on the next episode of The How Did Show. Peace. What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me and having some fun as we interview some really, really interesting people. So go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and be on the lookout for more episodes of The How Did Show.